Hello friends, welcome back to this series of C++ and today we are going to discuss about is it good to pass a variable to a function by reference or by address or a normal variable, right? So let's see what happens. Suppose if I create a structure, struct dummy, and if I do something like this, int I, int j, int k, int l. Okay, so if I do something like this, you can see that if I will create a variable of dummy d, and if I print the size of this variable, then this will come out to be, sorry, then this will come out to be 4 4 are 16 bytes, because 4 bytes are taken by the integer, so it will show me 16. Okay, okay, now let's do one more thing. Let me write one function. Sorry, it's like void fun, and here I'm going to take one variable of type d, dummy, of type dummy, and now if I pass this variable some value to this dummy, like dummy d, and if I pass this fun d, then what will happen? This is going to take again 16 byte in memory. Why? Because this is the argument, right, which is the um, actual argument for this function, which has been passed by your function, which is a formal argument, right? So this d has been passed to here. So this is a variable which is taking 16 MB, sorry, 16 bytes, and this 16 bytes will again be allocated when this function will be called, because when you call this function, it will be something like this: dummy d is equal to your d, right? So this dummy d will again be created. So again 16 bytes will be allocated in memory, right? So this will not be that much memory efficient. But if you do something like this, int strict p, sorry, dummy strict p, and if you pass here dummy address of d, then what will happen? Since this is a pointer, and if you print the size of a pointer, it will come out to be 4 bytes, right? So when you are calling this function using the address of this dummy d, then in that case a pointer variable is getting allocated, which is again going to only take 4 bytes in the memory, not more than that, right? So that is why this one is efficient compared to simple fun d when you are passing a variable to this function, right? Again, if I do something like this, reference of d, then also it will not show any problem and it will just be passed correctly, right? So is this method also efficient? Yes, this is also efficient, because this dummy reference of d means dummy reference of d. What does it mean? It means that we are pointing to the location where d is stored. So this is again a constant pointer. I have already told you in one of the videos, in the early videos of my playlist, that any reference variable is a constant pointer. Since again it's a pointer, so it is again going to take only 4 bytes, right? So if it is only taking 4 bytes, then it is obviously better than entire variable getting created inside memory, which will take 16 bytes. Okay, so if we use this reference or the pointer, in that case we are going to save the memory. This is one of the favorite questions for the freshers in the market when you go for the interview, right? So that's why I wanted to just remind you about this. So let's meet in the next video. Till then, have a nice day and bye-bye.